Hello, I'm Stacey Vallis, and I'm a postdoc fellow in Digital Futures based at the School of Architecture and Built Environment at KTH. The title of my postdoc research project is Digital Transformations for Optimizing the Post-Pandemic Sustainable Smart City, and is supported by my supervisors, Professor Andrew Karvinen and Professor Elina Eriksson. And here we are. Please do feel free to get in touch with us if you would like any further information regarding our project. So in essence, my project is driven by the human-centered digitalization of urban infrastructures, specifically focusing on WASH, being water, sanitation, and hygiene services. And this work has taken place in three main stages, involving theoretical desktop mapping, with place-based user interviews over the past year, and I have now been able to also trial formats for participatory speculative design workshops as well. So the backdrop to our ongoing research is that surveys of urban history from ancient times through to the contemporary era reveal a continuum of collective responses to pandemics. But the contemporary COVID-19 pandemic response includes new digital tools and techniques that supplement and sometimes replace the existing analog responses, while also raising new ethical issues with respect to privacy. As many of us will have observed, there have been many physical manifestations of the urban pandemic response, involving physical distancing, cleaning, and means to track the spread of disease in our urban centers. Which leads to the research question, to what extent can pandemic digitalization shape future user interactivity and the respective civic rights to privacy within urban settings? So the methodology that we've chosen to use for this study are human building interaction principles, which is an offshoot of human-computer interaction, or HCI discourse, as discussed by Alavi et al. In their 2019 paper. In this way, human building interaction principles can provide a useful lens to examine the spatial implications of pandemic digitalization in cities. On screen, I've summarized some of the preliminary findings and concepts that I'll briefly highlight. The main idea here is to examine how digital tools have enhanced or hindered urban pandemic responses. So using the HBI principles mentioned on screen, we can do this in three ways. One, by thinking about how digital tools have changed our use of public places. Secondly, how digital technologies have gathered personal data about our physical movements in public places to monitor or track the spread of disease. And thirdly, we need to acknowledge how permanent or not are the impacts of digitalizing our urban pandemic responses of physical distancing, sanitizing, and tracking the spread of disease. And to conclude, the third stage of my research involves exploring future urban scenarios using the preceding HBI framework, but also employing participatory action research-based work, using user observation and brainstorming through rapid prototyping. Thank you very much.